Thank you, Mr President. My question is to the Treasurer. Treasurer, does your budget include a provision for the $2.5 million per year in funding needed for the proper operation of the anti-slavery hotline 1800-FREEDOM?
The Treasurer.
I thank the Shadow Minister, Assistant Minister, for a question from the opposition. The first question the opposition has asked me about yesterday's budget today. I'm appreciative of the interest in the budget from those opposite. When it comes to the questions around the 1800 line, I can confirm to the member that the budget does include an increase for that service.
The Honourable Susan Carter.
I'm grateful for the answer of the Minister that it includes an increase to the service, but the question was, is there sufficient money in the budget for the proper operation of that service? Because the only figures that are identified in the budget represent an uplift for the Office of the Anti-Slavery Commissioner from 2022-23 figures to 2026-27 figures of something in the order of $1.3 million. We know that the hotline needs $2.5 million. In budget terms, that is a small amount of money, but in terms of what that means to the lives of people held in captivity, that means everything. And surely this government can find $2.5 million to ensure that people who are held against their will, who are not being paid, who are working in this state, have the opportunity for freedom and liberty that we should all have.
The Treasurer.
Yeah, I'm just not going to take any lectures from a political party that refused to actually proclaim the legislation for modern slavery. And equally spent years frustrating the Honourable Greg Donnelly's campaign to establish the office. And I'm glad that the Shadow Assistant Minister acknowledged that there is a funding increase. When the Shadow Assistant Minister puts forward her views as to what the fund needs, I take it in good faith. But I'm confident, as the Shadow Assistant Minister has just confirmed, that we have increased the funding. I'm aware that this line gets phone calls, I believe, roughly, I think, 2 a week. I know full well that the Treasury is engaging with the Modern Slavery Commissioner, as they should, but we're not going to be taking lectures from those opposite when they refuse to proclaim the law, and when every opportunity since, not just when it comes to modern slavery, but to crack down on abuse in labour hire, to crack down abuse on farms, have stopped us every single of the way.
The Treasurer's time has expired. To this issue, Mr Buckingham, the Honourable Jeremy